My wife and I are pregnant with our first child, and we couldn't be happier about it.
Can I just say one thing really quick?
Mm-hmm.
I hate when men say we're
We're
pregnant.
pregnant.
No, she's fucking pregnant. You're not pregnant. You're not going through this with her.
Yeah, I got my wife pregnant.
Yeah, exactly.
His wife is pregnant. And he's already been feeling left out of the pregnancy due to my wife's behavior. So I was particularly upset that she/the baby would be going on a full week business trip only a few weeks after the good news. But I kept my mouth shut about it because her work plans are already a sore subject.
I thought you want the baby to stay with him?
She's pregnant with it. You can't take it out.
Wait, so she's going on a business trip while pregnant, and he's upset.
They just found out that she's pregnant and he wants her to be at home. I don't know.
Oh, so can we cut this short? Like, he's the asshole.
Also, I like that he separates the two. Like, the two are inherently going to be together.
My child is going on this trip. How dare
guys-
she?
You guys, though, you have to wait because there's some twists and turns coming
Alright.
coming up ahead. I thought it would be a great time to start pregnancy baby-proofing the house. That she'd be excited to see the nursery and home adjustments when she came back. One less thing for her to worry about. The whole week, I spent all my evenings cleaning out the room we'd marked for the nursery, painting, putting together furniture, etc. It also seemed like an ideal time to make arrangements for the things my wife can't use since she's pregnant. Particularly stuff.
What's he gonna?
Wait until you hear what the things are, though. Particularly stuff for a sort of dangerous hobby she picked up a while back. When she moved into my house, she gave me an ultimatum about letting her bring several hives of bees with her, under the agreement that they would stay far from the house.
Wait. How do you bring bees
Oh, people,
with you?
Like, you're a
Like in a
beekeeper. You
bag?
have like no. Like, they have like the little, not
A
hives.
sack of bees?
No. They have these things where they raise bees, and I don't know.
Okay,
It's
inside
good for the world.
inside kids. Beehives are like these big wooden structures that they're like layers.
You can just
what she
They're
said.
layers of like
that can be transposed.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can be transport. It is tricky, but like you can use smoke to subdue bees. So you see beekeepers. with those
Beekeeping
little-
is a hobby.
Literally my
That's
worst
like a
fucking
thing.
nightmare.
Yeah, it's a hobby, but you can transport hives of bees.
I mean, I don't even think it's like not supposed to be wildly dangerous if you know what you're doing, right?
Can you consider
Not
them?
that I'm an expert, but
let's keep going
Okay,
through this
okay.
story. She gave an ultimatum about letting her bring several hives of bees
Her
with her
bees, okay.
under the agreement they would stay far from the house. It already made me so uncomfortable to watch her messing with them when it was just her, but obviously if anything went wrong, being attacked by tens of thousands of bees would easily kill our unborn baby, and likely her as well. And of course they can't be here when we have a baby. I know she's developed an attachment to them, so saying goodbye would be really difficult, and I figured it would be best to take care of that while she was gone so she wouldn't have the double upset of having to watch
you
them go.
just fucking got rid of them? What?
Yeah.
You sound like emotional support bees for this woman.
Also, they're probably honeybees, and
yeah, I
honeybees.
don't even think this is that bad. Like, she could keep her bees. Why does
They're
she
not
care
the-
that much? She's not gonna die.
There's more.
Okay.
Okay,
I have a friend who'd mentioned wanting to get into the bee business. Apparently, it can be lucrative to lease them to farms, and he was happy to take them
Gonna
off my
lease her
hands.
bees.
So a guy he knows who's an experienced beekeeper helped us move them, open and shut. I thought when my wife got home and saw they were gone, she absolutely lost her mind when I explained. Complete screaming hysterics. Oof. I have absolutely never seen her close to that upset and was genuinely freaked out when I was trying to calm her down. She packed a bag and left, completely refusing to tell me where she was going.
Good for this girl.
I then get a call from my friend who had the bees, completely freaked out because my wife had showed up at his house with her brother, his truck, and a police officer, insisting he give them back to her. I rushed down there and explained to the cop that the bees were my wife's and we're married, so legally we share anything that belongs to either of us, and it was legal for me to give them away, and that she's pregnant and obviously can't tend to them, so we were going to get neglected anyway. The cop completely refused to listen to me and told my friends to give them back. My wife and her brother left with them, and she's still refusing to take my calls. I'm still in utter shock at the crazy scene she pulled. I know hormones make you nuts when you're pregnant, but this is so wildly out of character for her. Did I not do what literally any husband and father would?
This fucking guy.
Wait,
oh
wait.
my god.
Can you
So we
do
have
a play-by for
we have the
this?
husband. No, that's not that's the wife.
Yep.
Hysterical wife.
The husband and his wife, she's pregnant.
Hysterical pregnant wife.
We have her wife's brother who came to help.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's the wife's brother.
The wife's brother
Okay,
came to
okay.
help. And we have the guy's friend who took the bees away. Well, he can't even stand. Okay. So,
Did the guy's friend did he pay the guy for the bees?
yeah.
He should get his money back. The woman should get her bees. The husband should get left.
It seems like she's a business with these bees.
I just think, like, look, people get attached to animals. If you had substituted a different animal, like dog.
Yeah.
Like if she had a dog that was sort of like aggressive with, it's still not his business, I think.
There's this weird like ownership dynamic in their conversation, like in the whole scenario where he's like, she moved into my house and brought her bees and da-da-da. It's like, okay, like thought you're like married, same team, like in the same boat. You're not just like giving away each other's shit. At least that's my understanding.
I also don't like the fact, like, just straight from the beginning where he's like, she left with, what do you say, like, my baby, like the baby and her left together. It's like separating the two as if they're not in one body, to me, is just like such a creepy ownership over this child.
I think also this husband, the fanatic, is he's a jerk for not communicating these. Like, I hate it when men are like, I'm gonna do this drastic thing because I think you might want it.
Yeah, it's like as a surprise.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
It's like, it's like there's this episode of The Office where Jim buys Pam a house without consulting her, and it's like, that's a crazy thing to fucking do.
Insane.
That's like a life-altering decision
And it was
that you're making without
childhood
her.
house.
Yeah, with the clown painting.
He sucks. Jim sucks. Yeah, I think these two needed to talk before she went on her business trip.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe she shouldn't go on any trips because who knows what's going to be gone, what's going to be left when she comes back.
Yeah.
Although, now, this is probably an unpopular opinion. As someone who fucking hates bees, and listen, I understand they're crucial to the environment, that they serve a very specific purpose in this world, and I respect that, and I respect Ellen Page narrating that documentary. But fuck bees. I hate them. I always hated them. I hate when they're buzzing in my ear. I'm terrified of being stung. Never been stung. If I was with someone who had a bee hobby, I guess I wouldn't be with that person. Like, that would be a deal breaker.
Yeah,
I would try and take them away,
too. It's like a compromise you have to make, and if you haven't made the compromise, you can't just, like, one side of you pulls the trigger and gets rid of the bee. Like, you're agreeing to sign up for each other's baggage, are you not? And, like, if you aren't, if you have a problem with it, address that before you maybe get to that step. I don't know.
I guess that's fair. Just taking them away is an insane thing. But
it's really infantilizing too. Like, if the husband was like, my wife loves to eat fish, and some doctors don't recommend that women who are pregnant eat fish, so I went ahead and I told all the owners of all the grocery stores in town that my wife was not allowed to buy fish. Like, that's crazy. He thinks of her as this kind of lesser person who's not capable of making her own decisions. And I don't think it was crazy for her to leave, because I think that men and women fight differently. I think that when women fight with men, it's about what the issue is a symptom of, and men think it's just about the one
issue.
thing.
Totally, yeah.
Where it's like, you know, you're at a party and like he interrupts you in front of somebody and you storm out of the party because he's always interrupting you. And I mean, this is just an example. He's always interrupting you, and you think it's because he thinks that what he has to say is more important than what you have to say, and that's been your dynamic, and it's something that troubles you and you think you need to work on it. And he's like, I just interrupted her the one time. Like,
yeah, like what are you
it seems like he's like, oh, I just
sold her
the
bees that one time.
But I think that she's coming at it like, he thinks that I'm not capable of making my own decisions. He's trying to take away my independence.
I mean, I think selling the bees, just by in and of itself is like enough to get angry over. But yes, I definitely see it as like a larger problem as well. But the issue at hand, the direct one, is not like a small. He like got rid of something that is presumably important to her without consulting her at all.
I also think that, I mean, hormones definitely affect a woman when she's pregnant and not pregnant. Hormones affect everybody. Testosterone makes men punch walls when they miss layups. So like, let's like not pretend that hormones are like something that only affects women and male hormones are the normal thing. I think that he needs to be a lot more empathetic. Like, even if he hadn't like sold the bees, him being like, you're crazy because you're pregnant is like super shitty.
Well, it's such like a diminutive thing to do. And like, I mean, I know I said I hate bees and I'm on his team for that, but if someone's just thinking it's about one scenario and really it's like you don't have the capability of opening your mind and seeing like this one thing is symptomatic of a bigger issue, it seems like he's very like singular and can't think outside of that, and not being able to understand why this is like really fucking offensive that you're calling her incapable of making her own decisions is like
Right.
And like also now trying to impose your will on her travel schedule, which like has really
Yeah, it's, like,
nothing to
very
do with you. This is
controlling.
a work trip. It's not like she's just like
I mean, if she's taking a work trip to like a place where she could get a disease that could endanger her life and the life of her unborn child, like I think
these
that's
are
a legit.
details to include in the story.
Exactly.
It wasn't in there.
They bolster your case, but if it's like
well, this
she's
is, I imagine, pre-corona.
yeah, she's going to Providence for a conference or whatever, it's like
Yeah.
we'll let her. Also, the subject line of this is clear him trying to shape the story. Like
Oh yeah, you got to give us a subject
Yeah.
and his username.
his headline is "Am I the asshole for pregnancy / baby proofing my house?" Dude, that's
Oh
not why
my
she's
God.
that's not why she's mad.
Also,
Okay,
what
well,
the,
bees
what the
are
fuck
part
is
of the
pregnancy proofing your house? Your wife is like perfectly capable of getting around. It's not like she can't get into like chemicals or like lock up the snacks. Like, what does that mean? She's
Pregnancy
a fully
proofing.
functioning adult.
Pregnancy proofing your house is called getting a vasectomy. So
Wait, for some reason, when you first read that, like he was like pregnancy proofing, I just was like doing stuff for her when she was gone. I don't know why my mind immediately went to him taking away her like skinny jeans. You're not gonna fit into fucking this anymore.
oh man, I had a conversation with a woman who was pregnant a couple weeks ago, and she was like, "It's the last week I can wear my regular pants," and she seemed so sad about it.
I imagine that's a really
I think,
hard time to go through. Not
Yeah.
being able to fit into your favorite jeans
yeah, that
is
would.
sad, especially
But
because
he
you're getting
didn't
bigger.
do that. He took her pets away from her.
He didn't even buy her any maternity jeans. Fuck this guy.
It would have been so nice if she would have like if he would have been like, "Here's what I did. I put together the furniture we bought together. I cleaned up the room and decorated it the way we talked about decorating it."
That's
to
so
surpri-
nice.
That's so
Yeah.
nice. And when she came home, I bought her like 4 pairs of really cozy sweatpants that she can like
with
wear.
a gift receipt.
Yeah, with a gift receipt.
So
for her
she
to
can return it for something she actually wants because, like, Lord knows you don't have taste.
Oh, and his username,
Oh God.
my girls bees.
Oh my God, this
girl's
man sees
bees.
himself as the owner of this woman and
The
like,
bees.
and the owner of the bees because he owns the woman. I get it. I get it now. I get how his brain works.
Okay, let's go around, decide who you think the biggest asshole is.
Oh.
Rank the assholes, and then pick if you think there was like a hero in the story. Priyanka, do you want to start?
I mean, this fucking guy, he's for sure the asshole. I mean, I don't even think there's another asshole in this. Depending on how much the guy's friend knew about this woman's attachment to the bees. Who is this? His friend?
That's his friend, yeah.
Oh, depending on how much he knows, like if he's just like, oh, they're getting rid of the bees. This was a mutual decision. I would love some. Cool. Maybe he's not a dick. If he's like complicit in this, sorry, sir,
Hashtag complicit in the
in
bee
this
kidnapping.
scheme to sell off her bees, then yes, he is also a dick and he's like a little opportunistic. Like, let me take advantage of this domestic dispute, which is not okay. The heroes, obviously, are our sweet wife. I'm so sorry for her, but
Wait, she called the cops, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, like she knew when to bring in the big guns.
I mean, I forgot about that detail. It's kind of crazy.
She called the cops.
I mean, the man stole her property.
Yeah.
There's that. I also think like our cop is, I don't want to be like, wow, hero, but he's not a dick. The brother for being like, it's bees, it's not the end of the world, but also like, I get that that's important to you. I'm gonna come help out. He's also nice, not step up from not a dick.
Mm-hmm.
There's no like, wow, someone's amazing, but there's definitely an asshole here. It's definitely
Okay.
this man. That's my reading.
Okay. What do you think?
I mean, the clear asshole obviously is the husband for just making this decision for the whole family. But you know where my heart truly lies.
The bees are the
Fuck
assholes.
the bees.
The bees. I'm
Their
realizing.
existence.
I'm realizing I need a manicure.
Also,
for this.
how cute they're like in the middle of this, like their parents are fighting. They just
Bees?
want to be held and taken care of. And they're just going back
So
and
now
forth.
you're pro bee?
You like the bees? I'm whiplash.
I
from this
feel bad for
conversation.
them, but I also hate them.
Okay.
Okay.
The asshole is the husband. I'm really good at this.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I agree with you guys. I think the husband is the primary asshole here. I think the main indicator is that he doesn't understand why his wife is angry. He's not like, she's so
Right.
angry and I see why she's mad and I'm trying to apologize to her and she won't accept. He's like, he clearly doesn't get it. I think he's the asshole.
Clueless.
I think his friend is also the asshole for being like, yeah, I'll take them off your hands. Less so. I think the heroes are, I'm going to say her brother. I think when a brother is really like ride or die about like what his sister like needs and being like a
that's
pal
amazing
for her,
to see.
like him being
He's
there,
really there
for
for
her.
her.
Yeah, him being there for her is really great and really important. The good guys, the brother for sure, the cop for being kind of the straight man of the whole scenario, and I just feel bad for the poor wife. I hope that she's spending time around people that are a little bit more empathetic to her personhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our team.
I wonder what other things
So
they're fighting
sad.
about.
Sorry, my girls bees, you're the asshole.